What's going on, guys? Busy Pace Ethe. See my son's little eating tray right back there. Kind of just wanted to come on real quick and basically speak about something that just occurred, and basically what it was that and what happened, made me extremely nervous and uncomfortable, and it was a little nerve wracking and whatnot. And so, the space that I came from, I was selling solar and alarms. And so, pretty much after you sold the deal, you no longer wanted to talk to them. I got told by my, managers and people teaching me all the time, if you don't hear from your customers, that's how you know that they're happy. Because the only time people call in this business is to complain and to cancel. And so, coming from that industry for the last 4 years, coming into the merchant services spaces where it's a relational sale, and it's basically, all about keeping a relationship, obviously, so that you can have those residuals continuing. And the merchant's happy, and no one's canceling and stuff like that, because obviously there's ongoing revenue occurring. And so basically what just happened right now is one of my merchants got under review, and because they had a spike in volume, and so now I'm like, oh my gosh, like, things are under review. I call my guy, and I call my mentor, Ricky. I'm like, yo, what's going on with this? What do I do? Like, did we do something wrong? Was there something that we could have done to prevent this? And he reassured me that basically, this is just standard stuff in this business. And and so he said, get out ahead of it, reach out to the merchant first, let them know what's going on, let them know it's no big deal, and let them know that things like this happen, and that we're going to adjust and grow with that merchant. So this isn't going to be something that is ongoing. You're not always going to be having to do these things. It's just legitimacy just needs to be provided. And once we kind of understand that and understand the business and the numbers a little bit better, we'll be all good, and we'll pick back up that next day funding. And so I just basically with more, little Spider-Man quote, with more power comes more responsibility, or with great power comes great responsibility, I think it is. Shout out to Uncle Ben. And that's basically the same situation here. When you're earning more money, there's more problems. More money, more problems. That's another little cliche saying. And it's not necessarily problems, it's just a situation. And so, when I saw this, I got nervous and everything, because again, I came from a space where you don't want to talk to your customers. You don't want to talk to, once you do the deal, I had a manager that used to tell me, like, wipe your hands with it. It's clean, it's done. They're going to have to talk to the company now, and so now being on the front line, kind of being the representative, to my company, being the liaison, being that guy that I want to be for my customers, I have to understand that, I not only did because I like the relational sale that I'm making. I like that it's not so transactional. And, a lot of people don't understand that, with this comes that. And so I was getting this, and I like this, and now here's coming that, and what that is basically continuing and building and keeping that relationship, and continuing to walk my merchants through different things. And man, my head would have been absolutely spinning right now if I didn't have the mentor that I did, and if I wasn't with the company that I was with. But basically the thing that I wanted to get on here and talk about was, if you're nervous, if you're worried, uncomfortable, all of these different things. For one, I'm a religious person, and so those feelings, aren't coming from God. And basically what that means is that you're just trying to get coaxed out of something. You know what I'm saying? And the second thing is that I'm growing. You know, I'm taking a next step in the evolution of Seth, and that next step is gonna acquire more money. He's gonna be happier. He's gonna have a better family life. You know, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And so the fact that I'm growing in my business, and I'm growing as a person, and I'm growing as a a rep in my company, and a salesman, and a credit card processor. You know, I'm gonna grow as a father. I'm gonna grow as a husband. I'm gonna grow as a son, as a grandson, and we have all these different roles in life. Okay, and so hopefully I'll grow as a speaker as well, because I've said way too many times. But that's basically just kind of what I wanted to get on here and talk about, is when you're feeling these nervousness, when you're feeling this uncomfortableness, speak to your mentor. If you guys don't have a mentor, you know, that's basically all he's going to tell you is what I'm going to tell you right now. I'll be your mentor. And if you don't want me as your mentor, that's fine. I'll be your friend. I'll give you a little advice right now. Just get out ahead of it. Okay, head the problem on. I texted the merchant. I said, hey, you know, you got an email from us. We need this, that, and that. All right, and once this happens, we're gonna adjust and obviously customize, you know, your processing to you, and you're not gonna have to jump through these hoops again. But right now, we just need this provided, and then everything's all gravy. Okay, and so, and the merchant was happy to provide them, and you know, when you put on a facade, and it's not even a facade, because that means, you know, that's fakeness or whatever. So when you're putting off a type of you know, impression or aura or whatever the case is, when you're selling the person like, hey, I'm there for you, call me if you need me, any questions, don't hesitate to call me. You know, salesmen love saying that. And then when things like this happen and you're not on the front lines, that's an inconsistency. Okay, and that's what starts to breed the untrust and the unliking, and just different things that can cause a cancel in the future. So I'm really happy that you know, my mentor basically told me, you know, what to do, and you know, I'm grateful that you know, I did it because, you know, I'm growing right now, and speaking about it and everything, my uncomfortability has subsided, and you know, I understand that, you know, just growth and more is on the horizon. So stay uncomfortable, guys. It is extremely uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable is uncomfortable. You know, I don't think anybody ever gets used to being uncomfortable, but what you do get used to is how you react when you're feeling those uncomfortableness. You get more comfortable, and you get more sure of your logic during these uncomfortable times. You know what I'm saying? And so, even though, because our body is here to save us from, you know, saber-toothed tigers and all these different things, but we obviously don't have saber-toothed tigers and tribes and different stuff trying to come and kill us, and you know, different things trying to eat us. And so these are the enemies right now, is our emotions. You know what I'm saying? We're in an emotional battlefield. You know, the art of war, you know, that we're not in actual war, we're in societal war. And you know, these things can either make or break a person, and I'm feeling right now like I'm getting made. So I appreciate it, guys. Go kill it. Have a fantastic weekend. Well, today's Thursday, so have a great Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Later.